welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these key lime cupcakes. It has more of a tangy flavor and it's not too sweet, which is why I like these cupcakes. It just has a lime cupcake base filled with some lime curd and it's topped off with a Swiss meringue buttercream. I know you guys will enjoy this video, so let's get started. To make this lime curd, you're going to start off by cracking 2 eggs into a heat-proof bowl. And then adding half a cup of sugar to that. Now you're going to zest some limes. I know I should be using key limes here, but key limes are hard to find and I find that using regular limes or key limes doesn't make a huge difference. So after zesting the lime, I'm just going to cut it open and juice it. You want to measure around a 1/3 cup of lime juice, a little bit over is fine. And you want to add that into your bowl and give this a whisk until it is well combined. So in a small saucepan, you want to heat 1 inch of simmering water and you're going to place your bowl right on top of that, making sure the water does not directly touch the bowl. And you want to continuously whisk this mixture until it starts to thicken up just like this. Now you can remove your bowl from the heat. Now you're going to add a tablespoon of that lime zest along with 3 tablespoons of butter. And just give this a quick whisk so that the butter can melt into it nicely. Now you want to transfer the lime curd into a shallow dish so that it can cool faster. And you want to place a piece of plastic wrap, making sure that it's touching the surface of the curd so that it doesn't form any type of skin. And then you're going to let this chill in the refrigerator while we move on to our next step, which is to make the Swiss meringue buttercream. You can obviously choose whatever frosting you'd like, but to make the Swiss meringue buttercream, you're going to add 1½ cups of sugar to 4 egg whites. And give this a whisk until well combined. And like we did with the lime curd, we're going to place the bowl over a pot of simmering water and just continue to whisk this until it becomes smooth, milky, and when you touch it with your fingers, you can't feel any of the sugar granules because they're completely dissolved. Then you want to transfer the bowl to your standing mixer and just whip this on high speed for a couple of minutes until it becomes very thick and glossy. And then we can start adding our butter. Make sure it is softened at room temperature and you just want to slice them into little chunks. And you just want to add them one by one, making sure the mixer is fully incorporating each piece of butter. And you also want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Don't worry if your mixture becomes a little bit thin like this, just continue beating it and it should come together. And now our Swiss meringue buttercream is finished. You can place this into a pastry bag and set it aside while we make our cupcake batter. Now to a sifter over a medium-sized bowl, you're going to add 1 cup of cake flour, half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And just sift this through. And give this a quick whisk and set this bowl aside. In a separate large bowl, you're going to add half a cup of softened unsalted butter and give this a mix until light and fluffy. Then you're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar and mix this in as well. And then you're going to add 2 eggs, one at a time, mixing in between each addition. Now you're going to add 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of lime zest. Now we're going to start adding our dry ingredients. I just like to add mine a third at a time. And then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of lime juice and mix this in as well. And then we can add our next third of dry ingredients. Mix, mix, mix. And then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of milk. And then add the rest of our dry ingredients. And that's it for the cupcake batter. I just like to give mine a quick scrape on the sides just to make sure that none of the butter or pockets of flour are left behind. Now you're going to transfer your cupcake batter into some cupcake liners, and I'm using an ice cream scoop to fill them up 3/4 of the way full. Now you want to bake these off at 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius for about 18 to 20 minutes. While those are baking, you can take your lime curd out of the fridge and transfer it into a pastry bag. Once your cupcakes are completely cooled, you can use a cupcake core or even an apple core to core out the center of the cupcake, fill it with some lime curd, and plop the top right back on. And just continue doing that for the rest of your cupcakes. And then you're going to take your Swiss meringue buttercream, which I placed into a pastry bag with a French star tip, and then you're just going to pipe it right on top of the cupcakes. And to decorate, I topped it off with a slice of lime right on top. To finish it off, I decided to sprinkle on some graham cracker crumbs right on top, kind of resembling the crust of a regular key lime pie. And here are the finished key lime cupcakes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone!